Hello and welcome to the Dutchman in San Marcos. I am the DISM and we're happy to come to you again with more projects with turning junk into guitars. I got a few things that I'm thinking about. I'll kind of run you through my ideas. So let's get going. Well, here we go. Got the finished uke on the bench on a little stand so you can see it nicely. Just a little story about my pin nail picture. That was actually taken in Santa Monica along the cliffs in Palisade Park there along the cliffs in Santa Monica when I was visiting my son. And I literally saw that guitar that was smashed and there was like big rails around it. And it was like right near the cliff, and I was gonna go over the rail to grab that neck, and my son said, "No, no, no, that's too dangerous." So I at least took a picture of it. So that explains the thumbnail. It was definitely somebody turned that poor guitar into junk, and I called it crushed music. So I wanted to share that picture with you. It was kind of unique. I like looking at guitars even smashed, but I guess because I wanted to recover it, but I couldn't. So there we go. So yeah, we're going into a new project. I haven't decided yet. I'm throwing a few things around. I might make a cigar box with actually. I have a neck. I replaced the guy's Telecaster neck, and he gave me the old neck. So I have a Telecaster neck, actually a Fender Telecaster neck, and I might attach a box to that, which might be the next thing. I already built one. I showed you my other one I use, but it's not a Tele. It's actually got the P90, so it's more of a Gibson sound. So I'm thinking about that. We'll play around with that. The other thing I had is this guy here. We'll work on it a little bit today. It plays. I got it all nice and tuned up, but so it actually. It plays, but if you go up here, it's hitting on the frets. So what I'm thinking is this top has sunken down a little bit, so the bridge needs to be a little higher. So what I'm going to try to do is maybe add some wood under the feet of the bridge. I don't know if I'm going to do just a strip or how I'm going to do that to bring this up, to bring the action up a little more, because it's almost square, and you can see this string is too square. So when I hit the fret, you can hear it's bumping. It's not fretting it. And up here, I don't know if I can do that. Up here, it's still even hitting up here. I think by playing it. So we got that to work. That's the thing about when you build stuff. There's always little things that come into play to get it all set up right. And so we'll finish setting this up. The other announcement I have to make is this. I'm going to give this uke away that I made to anybody that can get me more subscribers. And how I'll work it is, if you're watching this and you see and you say, "Hey, I want that little uke, man. I like the Blues Brothers. I like the guy on the front," and because I just like building them, so I want to give this guy away. So what you can do is be sure to subscribe, and then get other folks to subscribe, and put their name in the comment. And as I see them subscribe, I'll I'll count up all the subscribers that you got, and the person that can get me the most subscribers, I'll give this away to you. I'll give this away to you free after I count them all up. So that might even be if you jump on and you get me 2 subscribers, and nobody else does it, you win. So just putting it out there. I don't know how long I'm going to run it for. I'm basically want subscribers, so I'll probably run it a little while until I get enough, and maybe your friends will get in the competition that subscribe to win it after they see what you're doing. But tell them about it, that hey, you can get a Bento Box Uke for free if you enter this little contest I'm doing. And what I got to do is build more subscribers. I'm getting a lot of views, but I need more subscribers for my channel. So yeah, so we'll be going and doing that. So let's get going. Let's get going on fixing this guy a little bit, and then I'll kind of give you a preview of the and actually pick out what box I might thinking about using, and I'll let you in on that thought process on trying to build a 6-string guitar out of this Telecaster neck that I have, and I'll show you those things. So there we have it. So be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and get subscribers for me, and you could be the winner of the Bento Box Uke. So there we go. All right, so we're going to work on this bridge. I found a little piece of wood. These are pieces of wood that come out of the cigar boxes, and so what I'm going to do is put this, it's not too thick, put this first under the bridge, loosen the strings, and get it under the bridge. And if this helps, then I'll cut a piece of the width of the bridge and put it underneath there, and go from there. If I need a little more, I do have other pieces. Like, see this guy, he's a little thicker. These all are like little pieces that come in the cigar box, and so we'll try to make this bridge stand up a little higher to see if it helps with the action on the strings. So let's give that a go. All right, I'm going to loosen these strings. The quick way. So we'll get these loose, and so we can get that tension on. Let's see if we can move this. We probably need more. Get a little more. I don't want to scratch up the top when I slide that thing in there because it's too tight. There we go. That's good. So we'll get this piece in there and then tune it back up and go from there. As you can see, I got that piece in there. Even that little piece it's not tuned, but you can see that's helped. I think that'll be about enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark this on the little piece of wood and then cut the little piece to go underneath it and then just tack it to the bridge. So let me get my pencil. I'll probably slide it to the edge here. And mark it. There we go. And we'll get it cut, and I'll get back to you after I have her hooked up and tuned up. All right, there we go. I cut this little piece out with my little saw. So I've got this little piece here. We'll take this off here. So we'll get this thing hooked up as long as I got the tension off the strings. I've got to sand it up a little bit. All right, so I got that. As you can see, it's barely noticeable from the... Oops, I got to straighten it out here. It's barely noticeable from the front, but you can see it in there. I got it configured. I was adjusting the... I might glue that thing on there. Well, I just want to tune it up and see if it's fixed it. I was measuring it for the to be the right distance. It's 15 inches from this fret down to the top there, and you get it in the right spot. That's your... It's got to go a little back, but to keep that piece of wood together, I should have marked a line, but then I didn't want to mark on the top. And that's it right there. So we'll tighten these back up. Okay, then we'll tune her out. Okay, we'll come back after I get that tuned up. All right, that did it. I don't know if I want to give it away. It's nice now. So whoever's getting it will get a nice one. It's working good. You got to get these little tuners. It's the only way to go. My ear, I don't have perfect pitch, so I'm always hearing either sharp or flat. And then if you try to do the string thing, that way, it's different on a uke. But if I can get pretty close if I go, my dog has fleas. So it works good all the way up in the upper frets. So there we go, the Bento Box Uke. So yeah, so be sure to get your friends to subscribe to my channel, hit the like, and get those comments in. Get your name on the list with the people that you have subscribed. I'll as soon as they subscribe and I'll see it, I'll count them against your name, and the one that gets the most subscribers for my channel will win this uke absolutely free, and you'll have a chance to play the famous Bento Box uke, and all of its glory, and you'll get the Blues Brothers burned in on there. You probably won't see that decal around ever because my friend Tim Price custom made that because we both like the Blues Brothers, and he worked at a company where they made stickers, and he actually custom made this. So that's a one of a kind, and this Bento Box uke is a one of a kind. It's a Stevie Ray. It's a Stevie Ray Bento Box uke made from CB Getty, the kit. Which, if you don't like the way I decorated this one, get a kit from CB Getty. They're not sponsoring me or anything, but get a kit from them and design your own to exactly the way you want it. You've seen all the little things that might go wrong with my mistakes. That might help you through getting this. Also, kind of what happens is there's a lot of pressure on this top, and what I'm guessing is it got bowed in because it's not too strong of a material. There's nothing underneath this keeping it totally flat. So that's what helped lift the action right here. So there we go. So we'll move on to the other stuff that I might be planning. But hey, the contest begins for the DISM subscription club contest to get more subscribers. So there you go. All right, we'll get to the other stuff. I gotta eat some lunch first now. It's getting near lunchtime, and I'll come back this afternoon and film the other stuff. So we'll see you in a little bit. Okay, I'm back. So this was the box that I replaced that guy's neck on the Telecaster came in, and so I put the other neck in here. As you can see, genuine Fender. So I'll open it up and show it to you. See, there's the Fender neck. He had a different neck, and there was like it was a different design, or different kind of wood. So the nice part is it still has all the machines. As you can see, it's a pretty nice neck. It still has all the machines. You can see the tag on the back. The frets probably need to be cleaned up. They're not too worn. They're just dirty. But overall, it's pretty straight. So yeah, so this is going to become... I was wrong. I said Telecaster, but actually this is saying Stratocaster. So we'll have to make a cigar caster. So I'm still debating if I'm going to change this or just leave it on there. Probably leave the Fender on there. But it's nice because it's a three piece. It's got the thing running down the middle. The truss rod is adjusted here. So yeah. So now I got to choose a box. And I've got, maybe as you're putting your subscribers in the comments, you can help me decide which box I should use. I'm going to pull a few down and show you. I'll show you the boxes. I think I have a couple different ones, and you can let me know what you think would be good. Now, Now wipe Telecaster out of your mind. This is gonna be a Stratocaster, so think Stratocaster style. I've got these here. I got this one here, the Edge, and this is a really heavy box. You can see it's got pretty heavy wood. But the one drawback is it doesn't have a latch, and I like to make mine so you can still open them up. But this could still work because it's got really nice hinges. So I've got this one, and this isn't like gold. It might look like that on camera. This actually looks like natural wood, kind of the color of the thing. So the only thing I don't like about on cigar boxes is I don't like taking. I kind of like to work my design into the logo, and I don't know how I could work, the bridge, the tailpiece, and the pickup for the Strat. Now that that's a Stratnik, I might have to think about different pickups. Now this is a really nice one, because what I like to do with my cigar boxes is I don't like to put any new finish on. I like to develop them with a neck, and this has a lot of silver. Like you can see, even the label on this one had a silver Fender label, not gold. So I got this one too. Same thing, good heavy wood on it. I would reinforce this with a maple piece that would go down into the box, but then be able to open it up. But it's got a really cool clasp. See the clasp? That's just got a little gooby on. And it's got it's nice and heavy duty. So that's these two. Let's see what else I have. So you can choose between those. Just let me know if you want that one or the Edge, the A10 Edge. Both I think would be good. Actually, out of the two, this one's a little heavier, but I would add maple, and then the bolt-on part coming out here to bolt the neck on. So think though about those two, and we'll throw another one in there. I've gotten another unusual one. Let me get it down. I've got, this one's a lighter feeling box, but it's kind of got an interesting color on it. A nice clasp, kind of modern looking. But this definitely is a lighter one, which doesn't matter because I'm really going to build up the lid for the bolt-on neck with a lot of maple, because so things can be mounted. So same thing here. Whatever I do on here might, because I'll have to put a big bridge, which wouldn't matter about here because it would just go into it. And a pickup might cut into it here somewhere. Maybe I could do an angle pickup in there. So I got that one. So this is a Nicaraguan cigar, which is probably a really good cigar. So I got that one. And let's see if I can get one more. We'll make 4 of these, so you guys can decide. I'll see which one's the most popular. I'm looking for larger bodies. I think one of my bigger boxes, that would be more acoustic. One of my bigger boxes, not too heavy though, is this one. But this one it would be great for, it's a larger body. So let's do that one, because I can't decide, but you guys are deciding between these 4. There's also, this one's got too much of a gold theme. And oh, there's this one here too. He's smaller, a little bit smaller, but I really like this one. But he doesn't have a clasp. I think I bought this one at the flea market. So let's stick between the four. This is your typical. I watched that other guy. This is their typical Patron, which has they're pretty musical sounding. This one's more musical sounding. So yeah, between the four, and I'm gonna leave you to make the choice. I got mistakes, extra pieces of maple laying around, so we can make a bridge. This one, I had a different design for it. I don't know why I cut it though. That might have been fun. I think I was just playing around with design. So it's too bad, because now that I look at it, it might be an interesting neck. But so I probably got enough scraps for them all. So that'll be it. The decisions are out there. So this one would be number one. So put on there if you want me to do this one, number one. Or this one would really be nice. It's got plenty of room without wrecking this. Plenty of room for a pickup, because I probably put the pickup up here, the bridge down here, and bolt on the neck. But this is a little longer, so like playing a Strat style neck with a bigger body might be nicer. So this is number two. Number two. This is a Dominican Republic cigar. I'll show you the inside. Oh yeah, this is the one that came with. That comes out. But you can see this is a little thinner. But what's nice about it is I got to add a lot of maple pieces to it to make it solid. Basically the box becomes more of the decoration. You make the framework of the guitar, the maple pieces underneath that support it. So this is number two. Number three, which feels like an electric guitar because it's got such heavy wood, it'll only get heavier, is the Edge. This would be number three. Just put number three on there. And number four is this one here. Either way, I do have hardware, so if these don't work out, I got other ideas for these two, because I like the boxes. That's why I bought them. But so number four, number three, number two, and number one. Then let me know. We'll be hooked up to the Stratocaster neck. So let me show you the neck alongside these. Here, let me get this out of the way. Maybe this will help you decide. So we'll set this up by them so you can see how, get a little better idea. So here's number one. Number one. That's number one. Number two. And it's not going to overlap because it'll have to be a bolt on, so it'll be right in here like that. That's number two. This one is number three. Number three. And this one is number four. I like, you've seen my SRD Stevie Ray Vaughan style Stratocaster. I like black on Strats, so that might be fitting, but because I'm not repainting these, whatever is on here is what it's going to be. So that might be a theme. This one's nice because the dots are actually a darker black, and then you got the silver, and you can see the silver. The silver is in the fender too, so that's one of the reasons why I'm kind of staying away from gold. And it's a maple neck, and the reason I like this one was when you look at it, this has got kind of maple wood in there, so that kind of matches the neck. So that was number 3, number 4, number 2, number 1. So let me know. Get those answers in so I can start working on it. I don't have to decide on the box. I'll start building, I call it the T for the little tongue. And I don't have to cut it into a box until I get the tongue together. It does help because I'll build it for the thickness of the inside. So, but I can at least start on it before I know exactly. But so yeah, let me know, and then we'll start build. That'll be the new build of not a Telecaster, a Stratocaster cigar box with some of these fancier boxes. So, which will be nice because that'll give me 2 6-string guitars to play. And when it gets warmer here, I'm gonna start busking more too, and I'll show you that. The other thing was I appreciate you being patient with me. Last week's videos, I don't know if you were watching them closely, was my clips got all goofed up. I've actually put 2 clips of the same thing at different points because I was having trouble transferring from my iPhone to an older Mac. It just wasn't going fast. It's been giving me trouble every time. And so now I've got a newer computer, and I was going to do it on the newer computer, but the newer computer didn't have music downloaded on it, and I needed to get it out quicker. And then my internet went out for the download part, so I ran into a lot of technical difficulties, but hopefully got all those worked out. This week I spent more extra time to work on the new computer that runs iMovies, which will make it a little easier to edit and set up. And so that way I did probably the editing rule of thumb I shouldn't have. I didn't watch it myself before I sent it out, or before I downloaded it to YouTube. I should have previewed it all first. And so we'll work on that. Thanks for bearing with me. I love bringing content. I end up talking too long, so remember the contest. Subscribe, and that could be yours. I did fit. You can see I got the bridge fixed. I think it sounds even better now. And that'll be it. So have a good week. I appreciate everybody watching, and thank you for your support. Hopefully we can give that to somebody who would like a nice little ukulele, the Bento Box uke, as you saw the journey of it being built. I'm just trying to build my subscriber base, so think of all your friends that don't like DIY. I have a little bit of extra stuff always in mind. If something's happened around San Marcos, because I am the Dutchman in San Marcos, and so I kind of want to highlight some San Marcos things, but I'll usually try to keep it like half and half. I think people appreciate that more, and keep working on turning junk into guitars. And technically this was junk because he replaced his neck on his guitar and said, oh yeah, you can just have that. And I couldn't remember when I told you about it if I was going to need tuning machines, and I forgot that he replaced his machines too. So it's all got, these are nice premium. They're Fender, which would be better than the cheaper ones sometimes I buy. So it'll end up being a nice project. So let me know, and we'll see you next week. Hopefully deciding on these 4 boxes that I can start working and showing you the process of building this. And hopefully I can show you more content than just talking. But we'll go from there. Have a great day. See you next time.